Hi, I'm Sam,
I'm Henry.
and we're gonna talk about James and the Giant Peach, our fantasy book we're reading. So our assignment was to write about
the new rules in the book, like when there's a magic old man, he gives him seeds.
it gives him magical like bean seeds kind of.
And then he drops them on a floor, and the dead tree grows a massive peach.
And then later, James finds he goes out at night and discovers there's a hole in the peach. And then he goes into the inner core of the peach, and he finds these weird, life-size human bugs.
Human bugs.
Human life-size bugs. So, yeah. And do you have anything else?
When it's really funny when James has an idea when he gets stuck in the middle of the. Oh yeah. So when the peach grew, he jumped into a hole inside the peach, and then like 5 minutes later, the stem broke off. He started rolling. He jumped off a cliff, and the peach landed in the water.
Yeah.
And
one really interesting thing, in the very, very first chapter when James is 4 years old, his parent goes out to London to do some daily shopping, and a rhino escapes from the zoo, and the parents for some reason got eaten. Like, how is that even possible? It just doesn't seem logical.
And after they get into the water, they get surrounded by sharks, and James has an idea to with the spider's web, they net it all up and make it catch a bunch of birds and attach it to the peach, and then make it fly like that.
Yeah. So anything else you want to talk about besides this? Anything interesting?
Yeah.
Talk down.
When he I don't understand. I know how it's fantasy because you can't really grow a giant peach.
Well, peaches can be pretty big. Like
Not
as big as this.
Not
it's
as big
massive.
as this. This thing is.
And I'd say I think it was a little bit of a while for you, not so long for me. When the peach stem broke off, Spiker and Ants. What's the other one?
I don't remember
Ant
the
Spiker.
other one. That's it.
Ant Spiker and Ant Sponge.
Oh, and also
tried to move out of the way, but they got smushed by the peach.
Yeah.
And it was kind of funny. It was like they were flattened.
This is both of the ants. One's really fat, and the other one is, I don't know, really skinny.
And one very interesting thing is our books are actually very different. Henry's book is longer than mine.
Yeah.
And we have different pictures and
covers
everything.
and stuff. To get tons of photos.
Yeah, that's a big.
To make the peach fly.
And I'd say it's like halfway. But when they found the cloud moon, because that takes at least like 15 pages, which is a good bit.
And then they figure out how the fantasy they figure out how they make the rainbows.
Yeah,
They
kind of like discover a new rule, like we talked about before.
And
Today we're going to talk about 3 big moments or climactic moments in this story. The first one is when James' parents die, because it helps the story move along, because then he gets horribly treated and then good things happen. Second one's when the peach breaks off, because then that's when the actual journey happens and it gets all up and down and climactic moments. Third one is when they land in New York, because it's the ending of the story, and that's it.
On some parts,
towards the end of the book in James and the Giant Peach, the Cloudmen start throwing stuff at them, and they never really gave up on that.
Oh,
Instead,
ours was
we
like
retreated.
ours was kind of like never get up, but it was different. It was like be brave and work hard or something. Because the girl, she was getting hunted by the Nazis, and she had to be brave because she had to hide under her bed when the Nazis came in to make sure she didn't get spotted by the Nazis.
Yeah. I'd say not much with James and Giant Peach in my book. I think yours is the same.
Yeah. But what do you think the theme of the James and the Giant Peach was? When you weren't here, I came up with two. Dream big and ordinary people can do amazing things. Do you have any?
I like Dream Big. I think that fits. Ordinary people
Can do amazing
Yeah.
things. James does fly in a peach.
That amazing.
Today we're talking about symbolism in James and the Giant Peach. I'd say one symbol is courage and the other is bravery. Put them together and you practically get James, because James is very brave when his parents die, and he carries on through the journey of the book. He also has lots of courage to climb in the peach, go after Centipede when he falls off, and when have courage to fight off the sharks and everything. And he also has courage to share his. Today we are going to talk about the plot or the overview of James and the Giant Peach without me trying to spoil it. So I'd say the overview or plot is James is treated very horribly, and he finally gets out and climbs into a peach to try to escape, and he goes on a journey on the peach, and he meets his friends, I guess you could say, and they come over many obstacles with James's ideas, and then they get to, I guess what you could call again, Landmark, and then they come down from the peach, and